Hey guys, it's Anthony from ComicsEatingUp.net. These are my weekly pickups this week. It's videos in two parts again because I got a huge mail order, a couple of boxes in the mail actually. But here's what I got in stores today. First off was the free previews Spotlight Marvel Generation. It previews some of the books that are coming up. I always keep these because you never know when one of these might end up being worth a couple of bucks. But anyway, here's the regulars. Harley Quinn 24, that's that sweet half of the Frank Cho connecting covers. Invincible 138, I can never find the numbers on here. This book's coming to an end in 6 short issues. Secret Empire number 6, the only reason I got this was so I could get this, the Cosmic Cube. It was so hyped up, and it's so small. It's really tiny, so it was a waste of $4.99 to get the Secret Empire just to get this. However, it does have the Hydra cover, which is pretty cool. Got a couple of these Batman Trinity. They're going for a couple of times cover price, so grab some as a quick flip like I had in my weekly picks. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe number 2. I couldn't pass this one up. Deadpool riding a unicorn while killing people. It's hilarious. That's probably the best cover this week. Letter 44. This is number 34. It's the last issue. Kill the Minotaur number 2. The first one actually grabbed me a lot more than I thought it would, so I went ahead and got it. Aliens Dead Orbit number 3. That's a great read. You'll probably notice these were all from my returning favorites if you read the pick of the weeks. Descender number 22, new storyline. Royal City number 5, more Jeff Lemire. Pestilence number 3, I'm really liking this book. Peter Parker number 2, that's that Jim Lee Psylocke cover, really good cover. Sisters of Sorrow number 1. Girl Scouts Magic Socks number 3. That's a reader. And the only other thing of interest that I got in the shop today, Replica number 1, 1 in 10. I got 2 copies of the 1 in 10 variant, and hopefully by the end of the week, or by the end of, is it this week? Well, anyway, when San Diego Comic-Con starts this week, we should know more about that. You guys hopefully will hear what I've been hearing buzz on, so, but of course I can't say anything at the moment, but I've been picking up copies of Replica. So here's what else I got in mail order this week, as well as in the back issue bins. It's Tuesday night. I've got a ton of stuff in. This is the rest of what I got this week. This is mail orders and some back issue pickups. So let's start out with what I got from Midtown this week. The Howling, Revenge of the Werewolf Queen. That was something I was really looking forward to, and that was one of my picks last week. Got the Jimmy's Bastards, number 1, double-signed Garth Ennis and Russ Braun. This is the Midtown variant, so I got that in, double-signed. That was $10 at Midtown, that wasn't bad. Edge of Venomverse, number 1, that Matina cover, that was signed by Matthew Rosenberg. These cover price signed books. I love signed books. I love getting books signed, but I can't pass up a signed book for cover price, so I ordered that as well. Shirtless Bear Fighter number 1. That was a random cover, but it was double signed again from Midtown. This is cover price. And Train 8 is the Zombie Express. This was a good read. If you haven't read it yet, it's a really good horror read. It was one of my picks of the week last week, just because it's got the movie tie-in. There's an American version of Train to Busan being made, and this is a really good read. So let's move on to some of the back issue pickups this week. This is Thor 150. It's the first cover appearance of Hela. You see, they already had it labeled for me. I got this at a really good price. Been picking up a lot of Silver and Bronze Age stuff really cheap, so I couldn't pass this one up. Also picked up Mind Management number 1. This was optioned for a movie a long time ago, and it has just recently been picked up for a TV show. I'm going to have the story on Tuesday night. I've got to run that when I get around to doing it. This I couldn't pass up. This is a Toys R Us reprint of Detective Comics number 359, first appearance of Batgirl. I paid about $3 for it. It's a $14 book on eBay. So I definitely couldn't pass that one up. It's in great condition. It's a very fine. It's not in your mint. There's some a couple of spine dings in it, but it's a in good condition. Umbrella Academy. This is the Free Comic Book Day unstamped. This is going to Netflix, I believe. So I had to pick that one up as well. I know I have a full run of it somewhere, plus the variants. And I ordered a bunch of replica number 1. You're going to have to wait and find out why. I've got a hot tip on this, and I hope it pans out. But it's from a really good source in the industry, so I picked up some replica number 1. And the last, nope, not the last. We'll save that one. West Coast Avengers number 46 is the first appearance of the Great Lakes Avengers. They're appearing on the Squirrel Girl TV show, so for $1.99 I couldn't pass it up. And this is a cruiser pick. Miss Marvel number 20. It's the first appearance of the black costume, even though she's not going to be in the black costume on the movie. I couldn't pass, picking up this key. They had a bunch of Miss Marvel books. I'm going to go back and pick them up. They didn't have a number 1, unfortunately. All right, now on to some mail order that I got in. I'll start with these. A set of Iron Fist number 1. This is the regular color cover from More Great Collectibles, and the black and white Deadpool in the background there. You see him hiding out. So I got those in. I'll be giving a set of these away on ComicsHeatingUp.net. It should be running right now if you guys are watching this. Also from More Great Art, I got Darth Vader number 1, or More Great Collectibles. More Great Art's their art side. Lola Exo number 1. This is the More Great Collectibles. I'll have a copy of this up for Free Comic Wednesday coming up. And a really exciting Free Comic Wednesday is the Unholy Grail 4 cover set. These were limited to 200 sets total. The black and white, I think, was the 200 cover, so because of this one, there was only 200 sets made. So, Unholy Grail, More Great Collectibles variants. So I got those in. Also from More Great Collectibles, and I gotta thank Mike the Greek for this one. This was a huge hookup on my part. This is the Baby Teeth Black number 1, signed by Donny Cates. So Mike the Greek over at More Great Collectibles, thanks for hooking me up with this one. Definitely, I appreciate that. From Jesse James Comics, I also got a huge package in. And I'm going to start showing off what I got in from him. It's a lot of stuff, so bear with me. I know this is going to be a really long video. Got some of the Exceed Power Rangers variants, number 1 and 2. Try to go through these quickly. Bob's Burgers variants that he did. These are the Exceed variants. Or these are the Jesse James exclusive variants. 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank, number 1 variant. The Amazing Spider-Man Cobra variant. Now I've got one of these that I'm going to give away as well. Keep an eye out for that in the future. Got a lot of good Free Comic Wednesdays coming up. I might have to double and triple up some of these. Bitch Planet number 1 triple feature. Youngblood number 1. X number 1. Cal Exit number 1. I got some Fight Club. Fight Club 2 in. I got 8, 9, and 10 of the Jesse James exclusives. I really like this series. I know it didn't end up doing much of anything, but definitely I love Fight Club, so had to get them. Some Rick and Morty's. Got number 9 and number 12 in. These are the Exceed variants. Some Dynamite books. Deja Thorne. This is an Exceed variant. Red Sonja number 1 Exceed variant. Vampirilla number 1 Exceed variant. Xena number 1 and 2. Oops, I go that way. Connecting Jesse James exclusives. Winnebago Graveyard number 1. I love this book, man. This was a good read, so I was glad to get the Jesse James variant. And finally, this is Lady Mechanica Tablet of Destinies number 2, Jesse James Comics exclusive. Now this was a big hookup by Jesse James because you see that there, that's James Tyndall's signature. So Jesse James sent me a signed copy of Tablet of Destinies number 2.